3, 2, 1, go.
It is go time in the Windy City. 15.3 underway, and it starts for the first time in the Open with muscle-ups.
This is a movement that we have typically seen in the Open as an ending point to the movement, to the workout. In 13.2, in 12.4, we saw the same three movements, but at the end was where we saw 30 muscle-ups that these athletes kind of had to chip away at, but now we're seeing it first, a lot faster pace. You can see Lauren Brooks already had to break up when the movements were announced, and Dave Castro said muscle-ups. Lauren Brooks' face changed. This is not her best movement. Actually, the muscle-up biathlon in the games this past year was her worst event finish.
She did take a 31st in the muscle-up biathlon, but that part now passed her, at least for round number one, as both of these athletes moving on to the wall balls, which should bode well for Lauren.
Sure, you know, Lauren has the strength in her legs, very strong athlete. She has 3-inch height advantage on Julie. For both of these girls, they're used to practicing wall balls at a 10-foot target. This is 9 feet, it feels better. And for Lauren, this is where she's gonna have to push herself if she wants to get ahead of Julie when it comes to that lung capacity and a lung factor for the duration of this workout.
Working through this first set of 50 wall balls, they have 100 double unders awaiting them, as Julie Foucher already passed the halfway point on this set of 50.
And when James said about wall balls, Julie's face, that was the movement for her. She wasn't as thrilled looking at her competition. She knows that for Lauren, this movement's going to be strong. And Brandon, I was there at the regional last year, the Southeast. Lauren Brooks, for that 50s workout, she demolished the wall balls. The sets of 50, no big deal. These girls are used to high volume, so for Julie, knowing that Lauren has that, you can see the pace. Lauren is moving quickly.
You bring up the 50s, you can't forget also Julie Foucher, the event record holder in that event, which featured all those wall balls as well as a lot of heavier movements too.
And that's what Julie's known for, the long duration, her endurance. And so in the later rounds, you're going to see Julie's speed not fall off. I anticipate not fall off as much as we see Lauren.
It was about a 15 or 20 second advantage going to the wall balls. That window has been cut down dramatically, and Julie Foucher with an early stumble on the double under.
Very surprising. You know, but coming off the wall balls, your legs are a little tired. You have to get the pacing and just settle into the rope. But really, for the 100 double unders, it's not going to be anything more than just keep your breathing, actually get your breathing under control here and just settle into it and minimize those errors, which I'm shocked right now for Julie.
That's now 3 fumbles for Foucher on these double unders, and still just about at the halfway point now. Lauren Brooks has taken the lead here in the first round.
And not at all what we expected, you know, and looking at Lauren, she just looks so relaxed and composed. We all know that once you get into the rhythm of tripping up, it's so hard to mentally get that out of your head. And Lauren took a deliberate break there, asking her judge where she's at. She looks very well composed here.
It's impressive because you think about Lauren Brooks, you think of the big personality, and with all the excitement, the electricity in this room, her first open reveal show, there were some concerns that maybe she would let it get to her, but she's looking very steady, very calm.
I'm really impressed with her ability to stay composed. These are two different athletes who said Julie's experience is just far beyond Lauren's, but they both have the confidence, they both have the composure here, and they're showing very well what they have and what they're bringing, not letting each other get flustered by the other.
And dead even after the first round at just about 3.5 minutes. They still have over 10 minutes remaining. We might see these two athletes possibly get through the entire Karen workout within all of this other work.
And as I expected, you're going to see Julie hold on to a little bit more. But now, these later rounds is where you have to be smart. There's no need to push the envelope and get any failed reps. It's just about minimizing that rest time. You don't want the failed reps. You don't want to have any of these 7 not counts.
Julie, once again, just 2 sets now, but looking very smooth on those muscles, very little tip. It's looking like it's an everyday thing for her, almost like she's trained by an Olympics gold medalist. Oh wait, she kind of is.
If you didn't know, Julie Foucher in her off-season, although she is known for her strong gymnastics skills, has been trained by Dominic Moceanu. It just shows how serious Julie really is this year. Told us it's her last year as an individual competitor, and she wants to go out with a bang.
It's singles now for Brooks on these muscle-ups. trying to complete that one. She does get up and over, and will move on to the wall balls. 15 reps behind Julie Fouché, who's dramatically slowed her pace on the wall balls.
Taking a breather, we said this one's all about lungs, and it really is. Every movement, especially for Julie, who did just 2 sets on the muscle ups, her lungs are still on fire. For Lauren, actually taking those singles actually gave her a little bit more recovery there, that she could attack these wall balls a little faster right off the gate.
Still about 9 minutes remaining in this event. Both of them looking to easily pass the 2-round mark, threaten the 3-round mark as they work through these wall balls. Another break for Fouché. Brooks closing in the window once again.
So, you know, we've seen these movements before, like we said, 13.3, 12.4. When we saw 150 wall balls first, that is a lot different pacing and speed than you're going to see sets of 50. It still is going to be smart to break these 50 up rather than blow out your legs. Julie may be thinking that because she had the stumbles and had those trip-ups on the double unders, she may have thought, let me just take it easy, relax a little bit, break them up a little bit more so she has a little more composure on the rope.
Starting to hit a little bit low on that target too. A bit of a stumble a couple times. Still good reps, but Fouché starting to struggle just a little bit here on these wall balls. Brooks looking very strong, but it's Fouché, the first one to the jump rope for the second time, and we'll see if this little bit of a slower strategy plays out for her now.
You know, and even with those trip-ups earlier, just like the way she can just pull herself back together, she has finished 47 events at the CrossFit Games and never outside of that top 20, only 7 times. And it's like, you look at that, she has the ability to be at that elite status in so many events because of this composure, because of what she's able to do. If she gets flustered, she shakes it right off.
47 career events at the Games for Fouché, like you pointed out, just 7 times out of the top 20, never out of the top 30. Captain
so
consistency,
impressive.
Julie Fouché, as we approach the halfway mark in this 14-minute AMRAP. And it's Julie Fouché opening up a large lead on Lauren Brooks.
Now, you know, we said Lauren Brooks doesn't have, not known for her endurance, but she did very well in the triple threes at the CrossFit Games, and there were 300 double unders. She had a big smile on her face when Dave announced these double unders. She's not afraid of them, and she looks super confident, super smooth in them. I believe she's resting more for the lungs and getting herself getting that composure back a little bit more than anything else.
While Brooks was only under a minute away from Fouché in the triple threes, she's now falling well behind here as Fouché taking a dominant lead. She begins round number 3, 50 reps clear of Brooks.
And over the halfway point here, this is where you say, you know, Julie Fouché has the endurance to go. She can hold on to that speed and keep those rest times to a minimum and just keep chipping away. Her lung capacity is there to do it.
So a set of 3 for Fouché. It's going to be more than 2 sets this time, possibly going for a 3-2-2. And a late stumble for Brooks as she looks to close out that second round. Fouché back on the rings, 2 reps remaining. She's through 5, now through 6. Still looking really easy on those rings. 7 complete for the 3rd time in this event, and she goes to the wall balls, and this will put her through the Karen workout. This will be up to number 150.
And giving her that nice lead now, she can settle in even a little bit more. The pressure's kind of off against Lauren Brooks, but Julie Fouché is still looking to put up a top time on the leaderboard. You know she wants to do that.
And let's not forget about the big picture here. Julie Fouché, she's well safe in her region in 2nd place. Still trying to close in a lead held by Nicole Holcomb, who's actually ahead of her in her standings. Lauren Brooks in 5th place in the Southeast region. So they're both pretty safe, but they still have to step up here in this event. They can't take one too lightly as Fouché working through, but starting to fatigue pretty noticeably on these wall balls.
You can just see when an athlete like Julie's breathing that hard. I'm feeling bad for myself and for you, Brandon, doing this workout later on this week. This is going to be one that hurts.
So we're starting to see now singles from Brooks once again on the rings. Fouché breaking these up into sets of 5 to 10 on the wall balls. Some different rest periods now that we're starting to see.
And you know, maybe they went out just a little too hard that first round. Maybe they did push a little harder. This is the advantage we all have watching to kind of see what's the strategy we're going to approach the workout at. How are we going to break those first sets of wall balls? Maybe we're going to break them up a little bit more. Maybe, perhaps, for some people out there, you'll break the muscle-ups even more than these girls did that first round.
Under 4 minutes remain, and now we have a miss for Lauren Brooks on the muscle-up. That's the first time that either of these two have missed.
And see, and now we're at the point where Lauren just has to wait, and she knows it. If you can avoid getting to this part as long as possible in this workout, it will help you. Break up earlier. She's got it.
Nicely redeemed by Brooks. Now 1 rep remaining, but Fouché almost through this third set of wall balls, looking to complete 3 total rounds, as these double unders shouldn't be much of a problem for at least 3 minutes of time. And as Lauren Brooks locks out her 7th and final muscle-up in round number 3, Julie Fouché grabs the jump rope for her 3rd set of 100 double unders, looking smoother than she did in the first 2 rounds.
She's got her rhythm. She's got it now. Everything's under control. Timing's right on. What an exciting year for Julie. You know, going out knowing it's her last, you're just leaving it all out on the table. She wants to get her season started off here, under the big lights, in the big show, and this is only going to build that confidence for her if she takes this win.
Amazing to talk about building confidence for an athlete that's in a group of 5 that have been on the podium multiple times as far as the women's side of competition. You're in that group also, by the way. A very select group sitting there, and Julie Fouché among them. Never finished the games out of the top 5. Absolutely incredible. For 4 years, she's never been outside of that number. It's amazing.
So impressive, and she just has such efficiency when she moves.
And as Julie Fouché wrapping up her 100 double unders, 2 minutes remaining, she has a chance to get back to the wall balls for a 4th time.
This right here, you're not going to see many athletes getting to this 4th round, getting through it. Very impressive. This is a lot of volume. Do the math, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lot of volume. She's making it look easy even though she is wearing out. This is a lot.
And these muscle-ups still look easy for Fouché. Unbelievable. There is number 3, and it looks like once again she'll break it up into 3 sets, a 3, a 2, and a 2. Talk about throwing down the gauntlet for 250,000 other athletes. Everybody watching this, and she's saying, I'm going to go for maybe 500 reps in this event.
And you know, Julie's also thinking about this. This is the start of her season. Can Julie win the CrossFit Games? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, she can.
1 minute remaining in this 14-minute event. Brooks trying to get through her 3rd set of wall balls. Fouché trying to get to her 4th set. She now has 1 muscle-up remaining. Very smooth. She is 28 of 28 on muscle-ups, and now moving on to number 151 and beyond on wall balls, closing in on the 500 rep mark, which I don't think many people would have thought anybody would get to.
And holding on to this, she is going to dig in now. With just seconds remaining, she's going to hold on, get every single rep that she possibly can.
30 seconds remain. Fouché has yet to drop that wall ball. You saw a blazing speed on the jump rope by Lauren Brooks. She knows she has to close in as much of a gap as she can against all the people that are going to be coming up in this event.
There's no time to stop now.
15 seconds left. Fouché still motoring through these wall balls. She's got 500 in her sights. 2 reps remaining. 5 seconds left. There is number 500 for Julie Fouché, who takes 15.3 in dominant fashion. And good luck, world, at catching that performance.
That was fantastic. What a performance, hitting 500 reps. Incredible performance. What an awesome win for Julie Fouché tonight.
My goodness, 500 plus reps in a 14-minute workout. Julie Fouché has made an absolute statement in her 5th and final competitive season here in the games. Unreal. And Lauren Brooks put on a great performance herself, but it doesn't look anything near what PUEDE did.
And you know, look